Morning all, welcome to Grandad's Allotment. So it's the 1st of April today. Clocks went forward yesterday, so first day of summer. But it's chucking it down outside as usual. So I'm gonna sow a few more tomatoes. I found some more seed packets which I had ferreted away at home. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Right, morning everybody. So it's the 1st of April today, and it's chucking it down outside, so I can't get outside in the allotment. But I am off work. It's bank holiday Monday, so I found some more seeds in the house, which I knew I had. I just couldn't find them at the time when I was doing my tomato seeds last time. So I've got these from Budget Seeds, which is fairly local to me, and in Darlington, and I thought I would go with someone fairly local, and the prices are really good, to be honest. From 15p for some white Lisbon scallion seeds to roughly what is it for tomatoes, 99p, 59p, 39p for purple sprouting broccoli. I've got a kilo of early onward peas for $6.99. That's probably going to last us a good couple of years in there, to be honest. So I thought I would plant up a few more tomatoes. I know I had done a load last time, but I've got these, so I might as well do them. So a few more tomatoes. I'm not sure you is sowing them because that was on the last video, but I've got big pink F1, red Riding Hood, tomato banana legs, Cherokee purple, Alicante, and Bitano F1 in there. And I have got some sort of free wildflower seeds and broccoli, sprouting broccoli, spring onions, that sort of stuff to do as well from the Budget Seeds. I did also get some from the Wales Seed Hub, and again they were quite cheap, and these are heirloom varieties. So I've got a vine tomato, Gardener's Ecstasy, Lulu's Best Ever Beefsteak Tomato I've got in there, and then what else have I got? Oh, there's squashes and some Welsh onions I've got from the Welsh Seed Hub. So I'm going to start up sowing these. I'll show you what I'm up to when I finish the tomatoes. I'm not going to show you doing them because I showed you them last week. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, I've done up my tomato seeds. I'll show you them in a moment. So that brings us up to 34 different tomatoes I'm growing this year. More than what I wanted, but you know me, I can't resist it when I've already got the seeds. So I'm just going to do some onions in here. These are some spring onions and some Welsh onions. So these are just in my container wise pots, cells, and this is just some of last year's spent compost and some compost that I've made from the bark chippings and stuff that was on the paths last year. So save that. So ones I'll do first are the Welsh onions. These are from the Wales Seed Hub, and these are just like a buncheon onion, traditional Welsh sort of buncheon onions. So these seeds just look like little bits of charcoal. So half a dozen in each cell. and I'll plant them out as a clump. For the first 2 cells. So that's 6 cells of that. And I've got some spring onions. These were from Budget Seeds. I think they cost us 15 pence. And they are White Lisbon. So again, half a dozen seeds per cell. And I've got 9 cells of these. Until it's homemade compost, because it's got worms in. Here's another one. I'm just going to lightly cover those with a little bit of compost over the top. Just tamp it down a bit. Get my labels in. So everybody else started with the seed sown properly. What were they? They were White Lisbon. So that's a few onions done. Onto my peas. So I'm going to do the peas in exactly the same way. So just in the sort of container-wise cells. And the compost has got a little bit of clover in, just so it's got a bit of something in it, but it doesn't really need to be that much, especially for peas, because they'll germinate and everything, or worms. Right, so these are early onward peas, and I've got a kilo of them here. So let me get this. I guess say it was $6.99 for the kilo of these, so it's not a lot. Right. I'll put these into a tub. Some people soak their peas overnight to rehydrate them. I don't bother. So what I'm doing is putting five peas per cell in a sort of, one in each corner and one in the middle sort of pattern, and then I'll plant these out as plugs of 5 plants when they shoot up. I've done it before in the gutters and stuff, but with me having raised beds, you can't really get the gutters out that much, so I prefer to plant them in little plugs. I've done it where I've done a full seed tray and then cut it in half and planted half at a time. I've tried loads of different methods of doing it, but I prefer the little plugs. I'm going to have a couple of tubs of these at home as well this year, with sort of climbing pyramid teepee type thing as well. So I'll finish these off and come back, see you when I'm done. So I'm probably going to do about 3 or 4 of these. I've got a couple of other pea varieties which I've only got like half a dozen peas of each one, so I'll maybe do one cell just of the other varieties, but I'll come back to you when I've finished. Right, so I'll just show you what I've done. So that's all my tomatoes in there. I have got one germinated from the last one, from last weekend, so they are starting, and this is in a cold greenhouse. I've done all my peas, so I've got my onions there, Welsh onions in that one, peas, so the extra peas I've got Tom Thumb and Blauwstocker, and then early onward is my standard go-to. So I've just got them covered up for now, and they'll start and shoot away. I should be back in a couple of days time, so we might see something. This was my onion sets which I did last weekend, so you can see all of them are up. No issues with them at all. Right, let's crack on. So I think it's time to go. Winston's looking a bit dishevelled and cold and wet, and he wants to go back home. So right, that's it for today. Just a short one. I've just spent an hour or so doing some seeds, so I'll catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.